Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Pendleton Heights High School and Joe Buckcourt for this evening's junior varsity basketball game featuring the visiting Newcastle Trojans and your Pendleton Heights Arabians. Introducing the starting lineup for the visiting Newcastle Trojans. A 5'10" junior, number 4, Carson Bay. A 5'9" sophomore, number 5.
He'll be all right.
Buckley.
He'll be all right.
A 6'1" junior, number 13, Matthew Goodway. A 6'1" sophomore, number 15, Brody Brown. And a 6'1" junior, number 32, quarterback Stillwell. The head coach is Ethan Cook. Now the starters for your Pendleton Heights Arabians. 5'11" sophomore, number 3, quarterback Shaker.
I just don't want that to fall down.
See if
A
there's a play.
6'1" sophomore, number 4, Chase
There's a play.
Washington.
There's never right there that way.
6'4" sophomore, number 20, Ryder Gardner.
Just barely.
10 sophomore, number
You're fine.
22,
All right.
Joe Weaver.
Maybe.
And a 6'6" sophomore, number 33, Braxton Young.
There you
And
go.
coach of the Arabians,
There you go.
Carter Aldridge.
Yeah, I got to figure out how to. I just don't want that to fall. That's why I brought this.
Is it not tightening up anymore?
I don't know. I'll have to deal with that later. I'm behind. Ah, dang it. Just be careful, man.
Hello. Notes.
Chase Washington. Three-point basket. Brown. Joel Whitney. Chase Washington. Three-point basket. Brody Brown. Quarterback, Shane Bays. Newcastle foul on Matthew Goodwin. His first, team's first to the 40. Gifted Boatwright in for the Trojans. Nolan Hobbs in for the Arabians. Washington. Matthews, good play. Also in Pregame tonight, since 12, Drake and Canal.
Testing 1, 2, 3, level check. This is our first sound check from Pilton Heights High School. That level sounds good. That level sounds good. Test 1, 2, 3 from Pilton High School. Check, check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Testing, testing. Testing from Pilton High School. Newcastle Trojans make the road trip to Pilton High School. Lorenzo Pettiford doing a pregame sound check. Testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We have Corner the Coach for our pregame talk. Head coach Matt Luce joins us once again. And coach, first of all, congratulations on getting the 8th win of the season against Franklin County, 49-40.
Yeah, any win, and any time that your team pulls together and plays well together, and our guys a lot of attitude, the right plays, and trying to do what the coaching staff wants, and we're just really proud of them. It's been another great week of practice. We got a huge test here on our home court, and the Delta Eagles come in with a winning program, and we'll have to play well in order to win.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Lorenzo Pettiford for 1025. Natch FM doing our sound check. Newcastle Trojans have made the trip here to Pendleton High School to take on the Arabians in Hoosier Heritage Conference play. This is our pregame sound check. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Again, Lorenzo Pettiford doing our pregame sound check from Pendleton High School. The Trojans taking on the Arabians.
Pendleton Heights back. On quick in the shot. Is first. He turns to the 40.
I was real impressed once again with your, at both ends of the court, but really with your defense, Coach. You hold them to 7 in the first quarter. They have 16 at the half. I mean, that's probably right where you wanted to have.
Nolan Hobbs with the Arabian foul. His first, team second of the quarter. Matthew Goodwin into the Trojans.
May not be able to do radio.
Bernie Brown with the Trojans foul. His first, team search to the quarter. Aiden Galley, Chase Washington, Ryder Gardner, and Braxton Young into the Arabians. For Maxwell into the Trojans. Three. Aiden Galley. Timeout called by Newcastle. It is a 60-second timeout.
Lorenzo Pettiford testing from Pendleton Heights High School. High school basketball this Tuesday night at Pendleton High School. The Trojans taking on the Arabians. We are doing a pregame sound check, testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Lorenzo Pettiford from Pendleton High School. on the Nash 1025 app, NashFM1025.com. Okay, this is Lorenzo Pettiford at Pilton Heights High School, where we'll have varsity basketball tonight here at Pilton, Indiana, where our 9-9 Newcastle Trojans will be taking on the 14-4 Arabians of Pendleton Heights. We are doing our pregame sound check, testing 1, 2, 3, level check, level check. We are ironing out some audio issues here, and we hope to be able to air this on the Nash 1025 app and NashFM1025.com. But right now, we've got a few things going on with our app on the radio side. The YouTube video will be a go for tonight. Level check test, level check test. Lorenzo Pettiford from the Arabians Gymnasium. Tuesday night basketball will be played in Hoosier Heritage Conference. The Trojans taking on the Arabians. Level check one, level check one. Test, test, test. You got a weird noise coming from your app. You're cutting in and out with weird sound in the background. Yep, that's what I thought.
Braxton Young with the Arabians now. Insert speedster in the corner. Alternating possession.
I'm glad at least we're going to be doing
Basketball.
That's where most people are going anyway now. All right, talk to you. place is horrible for radio. My hotspot. Well, I got it for my YouTube, but I got to use a hotspot for radio. And I can't talk. Yeah. Oh, in the world, I know. I've been coming here for years, and it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
Into a player. In for Newcastle. Corbin Chamber. In for the Arabians. At the half, Arabians lead 23-8. At this time, we want to welcome the fifth grade team of the Pendleton Arabian Basketball Club to the floor. The teams will enjoy the floor during the JV halftime, and then will be introduced by name during the varsity halftime. Your unofficial first half scoring. First for Newcastle. Two players who scored number 13, Matthew Goodwin, 2 points. And leading the way for the Trojans is number 15, Brody Brown, with 6 points. For the Arabians, 5 players who scored number 22, Joe Weavers, 2 points. Number 3, Corbin Chambers, 2 points. Number 2, Adon Galloway, 3 points. Number 20, Ryder Gardner, 5 points. And leading the way for the Arabians is number 4, Chase Washington, with 11 first half points. Arabians lead at the break, 23-8.
we're tied in the school Wi-Fi. That's the only thing that get out of here. You can ask anybody along this road, they say the same thing. If you don't tie in the school Wi-Fi, you're toast. Yeah.
Carson Bay with the Newcastle foul. His first team first in the quarter. Ryder Carter. That's a lot. Shooting one. shooting one. Three-point basket. Quarterback still well. Mass substitution. Brody Rao. Three-point basket. Nathan Bograd. Drake it up. For the Arabians. ready. Round. Quarterback, still well. At the end of the third quarter, Iranians lead 41-20. Newcastle basketball. Wyatt Elijah in for the Arabians. Sebastian Quinn with the Newcastle foul. Team search to the 40. Gage Butler in for Newcastle. Newcastle foul on Corbett Stillwell. Team second on the 40. Signal to the night trap on Caladusa. His first team search to the 40. Arabians now on Caladusa. His second. Team second to the 40. Corbett Stillwell. Lincoln Deshaw with the Arabians foul. His second. Team third to the 40. Matthew Goodwin returning to the Trojans. Stillwell with the Newcastle foul. Second team's third of the quarter. Wyatt Elijah at the line, shooting two. Gibson goes right in for Newcastle. Massa for the Arabians. Gibson goes right with the Newcastle foul. His second team's fourth.
We are still in the junior varsity game. Varsity basketball will be coming your way. Our pregame show will roughly start about 7:15. Tip-off at 7:30. This is just another sound check. Lorenzo Pettiford live from Pendleton Heights High School. The Newcastle Trojans will be in action tonight to take on the Arabians of Pendleton Heights. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Sebastian Quinn with the Trojans foul.
We are in a sound check. Testing 1, 2, 3. Lorenzo Pettiford. We are in a sound check. High school basketball this Tuesday night. The Newcastle Trojans will be taking on the Arabians of Pendleton Heights. Test, test, test. Testing 1, 2, 3. Level check 1. Level check 1. Test, test, test. Testing 1, 2, 3. Level. Sound check one, sound check one. Sound check one, sound check one. Lorenzo Pettiford doing our pregame sound check here at Pilton Heights High School. The Newcastle Trojans taking on the Arabians of Pilton Heights. Testing 1, 2, 3 level. Testing 1, 2, 3 level. This is our sound check for Tuesday night basketball. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. I'm sick of this crap. Okay, Lorenzo Pettiford doing a sound check. Testing 1, 2, 3 from Pilton Heights High School. We are doing a sound check. Test 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Pregame show sound check. We are doing a pregame show sound check. Testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 level. Lorenzo Pettiford from Pilton Heights High School, Newcastle Trojans will be taking on the Arabians. Sound check one, sound check one. Lorenzo Pettiford from Pilton Heights High School. Can't hear you. Good on YouTube. Okay, one more sound check. We're just going to check in with Chase Koger. Chase, can you hear me as we are in a pregame sound check from Pilton High School? Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3 level. Chase, can you hear me, buddy? Level. Give me the sounds good. All right. So we got that going on YouTube. That's the only way you'll be able to listen to tonight's contest. Our Wi-Fi on the radio will not be working. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone the only way to listen and watch Newcastle Trojans basketball tonight is via the YouTube stream. I hate this place. I hate it. Test. And good evening, Trojan basketball fans, and welcome to Game 19 and the final game in Hoosier Heritage Conference play for your 9-9 Matt Luce-led Newcastle Green Mean Fighting Trojan Machines. Our Newcastle Trojans are currently riding a 3-game win streak, and they have been playing some really good basketball during that 3-game winning streak, beating Monroe Central, Franklin County, and Delta. It's the first time all season that the Trojans have strung together 3 consecutive wins. Tonight is the final game in conference play on the road here at the Arabians Gymnasium here in Pilton Heights High School, and the Newcastle Trojans will need to bring that 3-game win streak momentum to tonight's contest and play at a high level in order to get that 4th victory in a row. This 14-4 Arabians team is a very good basketball team. So the Newcastle Trojans hope to close out Hoosier Heritage Conference play with the victory tonight here in Pendleton, Indiana. It's the Arabians hosting our Trojans on the Nash 1025 app, NashFM1025.com, and our video stream on YouTube. Just type in the NC Trojans Report. Now, I want to tell you people that are watching and listening that this is the only way that the game's going to be brought to you tonight. Our radio Wi-Fi is not working, so the only way to listen and watch Trojan basketball tonight is via the YouTube. So you may want to text, call your friends and family that may listen to the Nash 1025 app. That's not going to be available tonight. It's right here on YouTube at the NC Trojans Report. So let that round ball fly high. Newcastle Trojans basketball will start now. Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. Always a special hello to my youngsters that are tuning in for more Trojans basketball this Tuesday night style. Lorenzo Pettiford and my good cameraman, Ryan James, bringing you Newcastle Trojans basketball on the NC Trojans Report. Again, I mentioned this Arabians team with a record of 14-4 under their first-year head coach, Jared Rhodes, are playing some really good basketball. They start off the year with a 4-game winning streak. Then they lost 2 games in a row to a very good Mount Vernon team and a Guerin Catholic team. Then they went on an 8-game win streak before losing 2 in a row again to Hamilton Southeastern. That game was at Hamilton Southeastern, and they lost the second game in a row in that week at Yorktown, 62-50. And now they are currently riding a 2-game win streak, and they're coming off a big win against Whiteland in overtime, 57-54 in their last outing. The Arabians are averaging 59.5 points a ball game while giving up just over 50 points a ball game. Last year, the Arabians were 9-15, and they lost to Greenfield in sectional play 72-47 to end their season last year. Go back to the Bill Hahn coaching days here at Milton Heights where they had a lot of success. They went to 5 straight at least sectional championship games. And in 2010 and 11 and 12, they won those sectionals. And then in regional play, they got to the championship game against Kokomo in 2010, and they lost in double overtime, 58-55. Then they come back the next year in 2011, and they make it to the regional, but they lose in overtime again, the first game of the regional, 46-43 against Terre Haute North. And then in 2012, once again, coming off a sectional championship, they lose the first game in the regional to Cathedral, 59-43. Those were the good days of head coach Brian Hahn, who has been out of the program for several years now. And it's been a while since this Pilton Heights Arabians team has cut down some sectional nets. They average, folks, get this, just under 30 rebounds a ball game. And they'll dish out 14 and a half assists. That's a lot of assists, folks. Most teams are averaging anywhere between 9 and 12. This team is averaging almost 15 per ball game. They'll get 5 steals and they'll turn it over 12 times per contest. They shoot 66% from the charity stripe, 173 out of 261 on the season. That's basically hitting about 9.5 out of 14.5 attempts per ball game. And from the three ball, they're a deadly as ever from out there, 41% as a team. That's very, very impressive. 127 out of 313. They'll make 7 out of about 17, just under 17 attempts. So, needless to say, this Arabian team is going to be a tough challenge tonight, especially on their home court. But Matt Luce's team is riding a 3-game win streak, and they hope to carry that momentum here on the road and play with the Arabians in the final game in the Hoosier Heritage Conference play. We are just moments away from the national anthem. So what we're going to do is take a timeout and come back with the starting lineups. The Arabians hosting our Trojans on the YouTube stream. Just type in the NC Trojans report.
Football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
My name is Bobby. I'm a veteran and lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans.
Back we are inside the gymnasium here. It's called the Joe Buck Court here at Pilton Heights High School. And our starting lineups, first of all, we'll start with our own traveling Newcastle Trojans, number 40, Luke Mendoza. Mendoza, 3.5 points, 4 rebounds per ball game. Number 24 is Nick Godby, 6'3" sophomore, 2.5 points, 3 rebounds per contest. Number 10 is the 5'9" sophomore, Maddox Melton, 6 points, 2 boards, and 2 assists a game. Number 22 is Braylon Bennett. He is averaging just under 9 points a ball game and pulling down 2 rebounds a contest. And Mason Miller, the 6'1" senior, leads the Trojan in scoring, 16 points, 2 boards, and 3 assists. For the Arabians, one of their starters will not play tonight due to some disciplinary action that happened during the girls' game at the sectional. So Mr. Singh will be setting out. Number 13 is a 6-foot senior, Cooper Sims. He's averaging a team high 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists a game. Number 34 is a 6'6 junior, Clark Emily, 7.5 points, 5.5 boards, and he'll dish out an assist a game. Number 12 is a 6'3 junior, Brant Gray, 7.5 points, 2 boards, and 2 assists a game. Number 2 is Hayden Fox. He's a 6-foot senior, 6.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, and a team high 4.5 assists. And getting the start tonight in place of the 6'3 senior Singh, it will be Sam Baker, 6'3 senior. He's averaging 1 point and 2 rebounds. So it will be Nick Godby in the center circle. We did not get the 3 men wearing the black and white uniforms tonight, so we apologize for that. And I do not recognize any of the 3 that are out there, which is very unusual. So it will be number 33 for the Arabians. That is James Hughes going up against Nick Godby. Hughes is a 6'6 frame, has got a 4-inch advantage over Godby, and he just slams that in the backcourt to his teammate. And we're underway here. Final game in conference play, the Arabians hosting our Trojans. Newcastle will open up with the man-to-man, and quickly on a back cut, it's Hayden Fox getting the first 2 of the ball game. Here's Newcastle's first touch. It is left corner to Bennett. Bennett looks inside, nothing there. He'll throw it out to Melton. The Arabians are going to open up in a man-to-man defense. No, check that. They look like they're playing some zone now. Now it is Mendoza. Out to Miller. They are in a man-to-man. They're just doing some sagging and playing off of their, you don't have the ball, they'll do the smart thing and play off the defender, which has zone tendencies. Here is Melton's 3. It was on line, but short rebound, the Arabians. Here's Fox over to Sims, high right side. Now at the free throw line, that's Hughes, and he will give it to Sims. Sims will take that screen by Hughes, missed the 3, and Mendoza's got a nice rebound for the Trojans. He will hand it off to Melton. Melton to Mendoza. Back to Melton, top of the key. Trojans down early, 2-0. Here's Miller with the pumpkin. Miller will go right side to Bennett. Bennett, top of the key to Godby. Now it's Miller. Here's a 3 that's short, and the rebound is the Arabians. Mason just didn't quite get those feet set all the way. And here's a take by Gray, Brant Gray, who averages just under 8 points a ball game. He gets his 2. They've got 4 players that are all around that 7 and 8 point average. And then their team leader, Cooper Sims, is averaging the 21. Newcastle will throw it away. First turnover on the Trojans here in the opening quarter. Down 4-0. We have played almost 2 minutes of this opening quarter. Arabians basketball. Sims, high right side. He will go top of the key. That's Baker. Now it's Fox with it, guarded by Melton. Here is Gray. Right wing to Sims. Sims gets into the paint, running shot up, no good, but they're going to call, I believe, a hand check foul on Mason Miller. That will be Miller's first, the team's first, and they're going to say that contact happened before the shot, so it will be Arabians basketball underneath their own basket, and Fox will have the honors. Fox throws it into Hughes in the paint, guarded by Godby with that big frame. He will miss, get his own rebound, and put it on the floor. Newcastle knocks it out of his hands, but Hughes does a great job of getting that back. And now they're going to call, was that an offensive foul or 3 seconds? 3-second violation in the lane was Hughes camping in the lane. Hard to miss those reddish-orange shoes in the lane. First turnover on the Arabians. Newcastle trying to get their first points here in the opening quarter. 5:25 to play. Miller with the pumpkin. He will go to the right wing to Bennett. Bennett will stay on that right wing. Now go right baseline. He'll throw it top of the key to Mendoza. Now it's Miller, high left side. Miller to Mendoza. Mendoza cross court pass to Bennett. Here's Bennett going to that right corner baseline, and a jumper that is way too strong, and that rebound is huge. A long pass down to Gray. He will go in from the left side and score. What an outlet. 6-0 Arabians, and Matt Luce says that's enough. I need a timeout. We'll do the same. 4:48 to play, opening quarter. Trojans down early, 6-0. Back after this TO.
More than X's and O's, playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knight.
And we are back to live action. Trojans come out of their timeout down 6-0. Here's Bennett, top of the key to Godby. Godby dribbles to the right wing, hands off to Melton. Melton back to Godby. Those two just handed it off to each other. Now it's Mendoza. He will try to get it to Miller, who he thought was cutting on that left baseline, and that's going to be the Trojans' second turnover here in the opening quarter. They have yet to break the scoring column, and Mr. Ryan Sturgis will be checking in for our Trojans on the next dead ball. Here's going to be a foul on Miller. That's going to be two quick ones on number 4. Don't want to see that. So Miller's got to be extremely careful here for the remainder of this first half, especially in this first quarter. You don't want to see him get 3 in the opening quarter. That is the Trojans, by the way, second team foul. The Arabians have yet to commit one. Here's Hughes, top of the key to Gray. Gray will fake the 3, get to the free throw line, pull up jumper off the mark. Hughes with another rebound. And they'll miss a 3 by Sims, and that time Sturgis gets in there and will get the Trojans rebound. Miller behind the back dribble. Down low to Godby, some contact, no call, but Newcastle does retain possession. Bennett will take from the right side and get pushed from behind. So the first foul on the Arabians will go on number 22, Sam Baker. That will be the first team foul on the Arabians. 3:30 to play opening quarter. Trojans looking to get their first points here. Miller, right wing, drives the right baseline. Turnaround jumper will not get the roll. Rebound Arabians. Been one and done in this opening quarter for Newcastle when they do get a shot off. A couple turnovers as well. 6-0. Arabians approaching the 3-minute mark. Here's Sims, averaging 21 a ball game. Spinning on Miller, turnaround shot up good. 6-foot senior Cooper Sims gets his first 2. They've had 3 players now break in the scoring column. Newcastle trying to find one. 8-0 is your score. We're under 3 minutes to play. Lucas Eaton has checked in for our Trojans as well. Miller on a take from the left side, gets his shot rejected, but the Trojans are there to keep possession. Again, huge, number 33 with that 6'6" frame and those long arms, guards that basket extremely well. Eaton thought about it but won't launch it, but Bennett will, and he'll hit. Braylon Bennett shooting 37% from beyond the arc. Sims quickly down at the other end will attack and score. This team averages just under 60 a ball game. 5 times they've scored 65 or more, and a couple times they've been in the 70s this year. 10-3, Arabians with the lead, Newcastle with the pumpkin. Here is Lucas Eaton. high out at the Milton Heights emblem. And Matt Luce wants to take a timeout. We'll keep this. It is a 60-second timeout, so we'll go ahead and take our
More than
timeout
X's
as
and
well.
O's, playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially.
Back we are. Glad to have you on board with us for Newcastle Trojans basketball. My good cameraman Ryan James and yours truly Lorenzo Fetterman. And the Trojans finally got on the scoreboard thanks to Braylon Bennett's three ball from the left wing area. It's 10-3. The Trojans do have the pumpkin coming out their own timeout. And let's see if we can get some momentum back on our side. 1:50 to play. Clock is ticking. Here is Miller, right wing. He will pull up and be too strong. Eaton almost had that rebound, but it will come down to Middleton Heights. This is Fox. Now it is Baker. Back to Fox and back to Baker. Emily with the pumpkin. Down low to Sims. In the paint, spin move on Melton. That foul will happen before the shot on Maddox Melton. That is the Trojans' third team foul. And Sims is a tough person to guard. He's got some strength in that small 6-foot frame, and he's posting our small guards on the block. They'll throw it into Emily. Now Fox has got it. Fox sees a cutting Sims, and he will go up, and he'll miss the shot, but he's got two coming. And that foul will be on Nick Godby. That is his first, the team's fourth, and Cooper Sims, 61 out of 81 on the season. That's 75%. He'll have two here, and the first one is up and good. He's got 5 in the opening quarter and another free throw to go for point number 6. 11-3 is your score. Make it 12-3. Arabians up 9 here, early first quarter. 70 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Bennett, left wing, will attack the left baseline, kick it out to Sturgis. His three's in the air, off the mark, and Godby almost had it, but could not control it. That's just the way this opening quarter is going for our Trojans. So the Arabians will bring it across the timeline under 60 seconds. Fox, number 31, that is Bennett. Long has checked in for the Arabians. Here's Long with it. He will launch a long one in, miss it. Emily with the rebound back up, no good. And Godby had it but gets tied up. And the alternating arrow will give it to our Trojans. I've got the Arabians already with 7 rebounds in this opening quarter. Newcastle's got 2. They have been dominant on the glass. So with now 35 seconds left in the quarter, here's Miller to Godby. Back to Mason. Mason high, top of the key area to Eaton. Now Bennett on the left wing. Bennett will give it back to Lucas. Godby. 20 seconds left. Here's Sturgis. Won't shoot. Had an opportunity. Maybe Newcastle now with under 15 seconds will go for the one. Under 10 seconds, it's Miller with the pumpkin. He's got it. A deep one in the air. In and out. No good. Sturgis goes up high. Can't control it. Rebound. Arabians with 1 second. Sims will launch and miss. And that's how the opening quarter will end, with our Trojans only scoring the one field goal by Braylon Bennett. It was a 3. They'll trail by 9 at the end of one. 12-3. We'll take our end of the quarter break. Come back with second quarter action on the Nash 102.5 app. And, of course, our video stream on YouTube at the NC Trojans Report.
More than X's and O's, playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
Back we are, Pendleton, Indiana, and the Arabians' home floor, the Joe Buck Court here at Pendleton Heights High School, is where tonight's Tuesday night high school games being played. Trojans trail 12-3 at the end of one. This is our first offensive look to start the second quarter. They'll go down low to Emily. Emily into the paint against Godby, and he will walk. They had one turnover in the first quarter, and they get their second turnover here in the second quarter. In Newcastle, trying to get something going offensively. Mason Miller averaging a team high almost 17 points a ball game. Hopefully he can get untracked in the second quarter. He does have 2 fouls. Miller will not take the 3. Instead, Bennett was open. Now he'll go left baseline. It's Mendoza with it. Now Bennett. Bennett will ask for a pick from Mendoza, and Mendoza will take the pass from Bennett. Mendoza high right side to Sturgis. Sturgis won't launch. Thought about it, but doesn't take. Miller will fake it and go back to Mendoza on a beautiful play. Good patience and good ball movement. And Mason Miller sets up Luke Mendoza beautifully to get Mendoza's first 2. That's the Trojans' second field goal here. 1 in each quarter so far. And they lead, they trail 12-5. Here's Sims with the rock. Gets to the free throw line, now gives it to Long, and Long will walk. Back-to-back turnovers on the Arabians, giving Newcastle some chances to cut into that lead. They did trail by 9. Right now it is 7. 3 ball could cut it to 4. 6:40 to play in the first half. Braylon Bennett. Now Mason Miller with the rock. Miller barking out instructions. Get a little hand check there by Gray. Officials are letting some of that hand play go. Now Mendoza back to Miller. Miller right side to Bennett. I tell you, this Arabian team does a good job defensively. Bennett's 3 is good, though. Braylon Bennett has bought that 3-ball shooting touch here tonight. He's knocked down 2 trifectas. We got a 4-point ball game, 12-8. Approaching the 6-minute mark here, left in the first half. This is Fox with the rock. Now Sims down the left side of the lane. Shot off the glass is good. Cooper Sims. His quickness is, how do I want to say? It's like elusive, kind of misleading out there. You don't think he's as quick as he is, but that guy is quick and just leaving our guards in the dust. Here's Mendoza. To Miller. Miller to Godby. Sturgis is going to put one in the air and be off the mark. Mendoza will get called for that push. It was a push. A late whistle, but the official did see it. That will be Mendoza's first. The team's first here in the third quarter. Did I just say third quarter? Wake up, so good Lord. We're still in the second quarter. Second quarter action here. First half action. 14-8 is your score, and Fox will add 3 more, make it 17-8. Fox shoots 40% from out there, folks. 26 out of 65 coming into tonight's contest. That's knocking them down. Anything over 35 is great shooting, but when you get up in the 40s, you're excellent. 17-8, back to a 9-point lead for the Arabians. Mendoza in the paint, right side to Melton. Melton guarded by Long. Now it's Sturgis. Mendoza, top of the key, drives down the left side lane, gets a little bump, and him and Miller have miscommunicated twice now, and Mendoza will throw it away. That is the first turnover in the quarter on Newcastle, third in the first half. So the Arabians trying to improve on a 9-point lead, which is tied their largest. Any score here would give them their largest lead. Fox, bounce pass to Emily, and he'll miss it, but there is Sims with the rebound and the putback. Sims now with 10 points here in the first half, and the Arabians have opened up their largest lead in the first half. It's a double-digit lead of 11. Top of the key, Mendoza. Mendoza will go to Bennett. Bennett gives it back to Mendoza. 3:45. Clock is ticking left in this first half. Here's Sturgis. Down low to Miller. He'll put it off the glass against Gray. He won't make it, but he'll draw the foul on Brant Gray. That's going to be his first foul. And only the team's first in the quarter, second of the whole first half. So M&M, Mason Miller will go to the line. 84% on the season, 64 out of 76. Trying to give Newcastle their 9th and 10th point. Hughes is checked back in for the Arabians. Miller's first free throw is up and good. That's his first point of the first half. It comes 3:37 to play in the first half. Miller's got one more to give Newcastle, hopefully their 10th point. And it rolls around and it'll drop in. 19-10. Arabians. Sims. Pull up three. Got it. Wow, he's got 7. He had 6 points in the opening quarter. He's got 7 here in this third with still 3 minutes and 15 seconds to play. 22-10. That is their largest lead of 12. Godby operating on the right block against Hughes. Uses that right hook, misses it, and the Arabians have the rebound. Yeah, quick long pass down the long. He loses it. Nice strip of the ball. I think that was Sturgis with the nice hands. That's the third turnover in the quarter on the Arabians, 4th of the ball game. Melton throws it out to Sturgis. Here's Miller, high left side, almost to the timeline. Miller will go to Sturgis. Now Godby's got it. Right side to Melton. Godby will take a 3. That's going to be short, and the Arabians will fumble it around. They do control the rebound. That's going to be Godby's first miss from the 3-ball area. He was 1 for 1 on the season. So that perfection from the 3-point arc is going by Godby. Approaching the 2-minute mark of the first half. Trojans are now down 14, and Sims is just having a great first half. He's got 9 points in the quarter, 15 in the first half, and Matt Luce says, let's take another timeout. And I will keep this timeout here and take care of some good sponsors like Duty Calls Plumbing. Duty Calls Plumbing is located at 490 Indiana Avenue in beautiful Newcastle, Indiana. They're family owned and operated. Folks, if you need high quality and expert plumbing solutions, then simply call Duty Calls Plumbing. at 765-310-1333. And don't forget, before, after, and sometimes during Newcastle Trojans basketball games, you want to be getting the best food that's available, right? Well, then go to McDonald's, tasty burgers, delicious breakfast, and of course their world famous fries, always found at McDonald's, 1720 South Memorial Drive in beautiful Newcastle, Indiana. So here come the Trojans down 14, which is their largest deficit, 24 to 10. And Miller will walk it across the timeline with 150 to play in the first half. Ryan Sturgis, right wing. He'll go right corner to Eaton. Eaton on a take. Now he gets cut off and will try bounce pass to Godby, almost thrown away. Godby gets it back. Here's Melton to Miller. Miller into the paint. High shot up in the air, no good, and the rebound is the Arabians. One and done has been the name of the first half for Newcastle on the offensive end. With that size advantage and the good rebound that this team does, again, almost 30 a game. Sims in the paint. He's just, again, on one tonight. $26 to 10, 16-point lead is now Newcastle's largest deficit. Miller will lose it. Deflection, fourth turnover for the Trojans, and the Arabians will have a pass that the Trojans will knock out of bounds and stay Arabians basketball. Braylon Bennett will check back in for Newcastle. Mason Miller with those 2 fouls and 56.8 seconds left in the first half will check out. Matt Luce does not want to see Miller pick up a third one here with only 58 seconds left. And there's going to be a legal screen on the Arabians, which will lead to their fourth turnover in the quarter, fifth of the first half. That foul was on Hayden Fox, his first and the team second here in the second quarter. We've got 45 seconds left in the first half. Lucas Eaton back to Braylon Bennett. Bennett to Eaton. Godby top of the key. Right wing to Sturgis. Here's Eaton. Sturgis with 20 seconds now left in the first half. Melton, high left wing, top of the key to Godby. Now Melton's got it with 10. Top of the key to Sturgis with 7. Asks for a pick from Godby. Sturgis will get his shot blocked, and there's a heave by Hughes at the end of the first half that wasn't even close. So, at the end of the first half, the Arabians will put up 26 points and hold our Trojans to just 10 points in this first half. A solid first half by the Pilton Heights Arabians and their first-year head coach, Jarrett Rhodes. That's why they're 14-4. The Trojans have got their work cut out tonight, trailing 26 to 10 at the half. We'll take our halftime break, come back with some halftime stats, look at some big games going on in college basketball. All that and more during our halftime show. 26 to 10, Trojans trail. Back with our halftime show after this.
High school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
My name is Bobby. I'm a veteran and lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives.
I'm a veteran. My victory was going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran, and my victory was finishing my education.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support for victories great and small.
My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
My victory was getting my service dog a new best friend.
We help more than 1 million veterans every year as they face and conquer their challenges.
My victory is being able to be there for my family.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
A tree can be a warrior, battling global challenges with greater courage. A tree can be a solution, cleaning our air, supporting our communities, and protecting our wildlife. A tree can be noble, growing hope in every corner of the world. That's why now is the time for trees, millions of trees. Join our planting movement at arborday.org. Get on board.
The water is open. It's time to go boating and fishing and leave stress in our wake. Feel the wind as we ride and a fish on the line. Reel in our first catch and feel the sun at our backs. It's get out on the water season. It's time to get on board. Find out where to get on board near you. Visit Take Me Fishing and Discover Boating to learn more. And please recreate responsibly.
Get on board.
Since the moment you were born, I've made 1,000 wishes. Wishes for your future. In a world that's changing fast. For all of the things you may one day do play and laugh. Do win and lose. Do learn from your mistakes. And challenge yourself to grow. Do not be afraid. Or make decisions based in fear. Do it all with confidence and with kindness and strength. Do call your mom and ask her for advice. And always do your best to remember that no matter what you do in this life,
Thank you.
what matters to me is that you keep doing. I love you always, Mom. Inspire kids to do at 4h.org.
Back we are, Hamilton Heights High School, the Joe Buck Court here inside the arena. Famous coach that did some good things here at Hamilton Heights High School, Coach Buck. And the Arabians on their home court have put together, I should say, a solid first half. And bear with me, folks, trying to get a couple things cleaned up here. All right. Okay, first half stats. First of all, for the Arabians, who are up 26-10 at the half, They had three players to score, but it was Cooper Sims who averages 21, a team high 21 a ball game that did the damage for the Arabians in the first half. He has 17 of their 26, six in the opening quarter, 11 in the second quarter. Brant Gray had two field goals in the opening quarter. He added four. And then Hayden Fox, their 6-foot senior point guard, had a field goal, a regular field goal in the opening quarter, and a trifecta in the second quarter. He's got five. The Arabians had five turnovers, four in the second quarter, and 17 rebounds, folks. 17 rebounds in the first half. 5 offensive and 12 defensive rebounds for the Arabians. Wow, that's owning the glass. Newcastle also had 3 players to score, but none were in double digits. Braylon Bennett was the closest. He knocked down a trifecta in each quarter. He leads the team with the halftime scoring with 6. Mason Miller did not score a field goal, but he did knock down 2 free throws midway through that second quarter or around there. He's got 2. And Luke Mendoza on a beautiful pass from Mason Miller has a field goal. He's got 2. That's it. Newcastle only scored 3 points in the opening quarter, 7 in the second quarter, so they've got 10 at the half. Shooting, boy, the Arabians. I love coming here for stats because they provide them for you. They have several people on hand that will print out a stat sheet for you. Newcastle in the first half shot 14%, folks, from the 2-point land, just 14%. A little bit better from the 3 at 22%, 2 out of 9. They were 1 out of 7 from 2-point land, by the way. And Mason Miller, again, knocked down both of his free throws, so they shot 100% from the free throw line. As far as the Arabians, 9 of 14 from 2-point land. That's 64%, folks, just under 65. They were 2 of 6 from the beyond the arc. That's 33%, and they knocked down both of their free throws. So 26 to 10 is your halftime score. Now let's see if we can get our phone to pull up the big game going on tonight in college basketball. This is all. That's why we are not able to do the game on the Nash 1025 app, because the Wi-Fi hotspots that you bring, most broadcasters bring, they're just not available. And the reason that we can do it on YouTube is we're able to tie right in to the school Wi-Fi on our tablet, but we can't do that with our radio equipment. So that's why this game is exclusively on YouTube at the NC Trojans Report. All right, here we go. Come on, phone, please work. It's slow, but it's trying to load up. By the time it does, we'll be into the second half here. All right. The big game, number 1, Michigan at number 7, Purdue. 9 minutes and 46 seconds to play in the ball game. The Wolverines have opened up a 13-point lead, 66 to 53. Again, number 1 Michigan over number 7 Purdue with 9 minutes and 46 seconds to play, 66 to 53. Number 22 Miami of Ohio 41, UMass 36 at the half. Also at the half, the Battle of North Carolina is going on, and it's North Carolina State up 16 at the half, 42 to 26. North Carolina State trying to pull off the upset over number 16, North Carolina. Number 12, Florida has a 10-point lead at the half against South Carolina, 39 to 29. And number 21, Louisville, is trailing SMU by 3, 52 to 49. And they're just started the second half. Also at the half, and here's Braylon Bennett missing a 3 from the right corner. It will stay Newcastle basketball. Also at the half, number 18, St. Louis trailing Rhode Island 43 to 37. Later on tonight, number 15, Michigan State against UCLA. Gabi will take the inbounds pass and almost lose it. And he will go to Bennett on the right block. Bennett takes it back out to Miller for a deep one. It's good. Mason Miller gets on track with his first trifecta of the ball game. And the Trojans have their 13th point. 26 to 13, down to a 13-point lead. Here in the paint is Baker. He'll throw it off Bennett's head, so it's going to stay Arabians basketball. Bennett had his back turned, so he was not able to see that pass. Arabians' first offensive touch. Hughes at the right elbow, guarded by Godby. Now Fox throws it a high pass into Hughes. He gets double teamed. Mendoza and Godby, and then Mendoza reaching in will get some of the arm on Hughes. That's going to be Luke Mendoza's second foul, the team's first here in the second half. Gray inbounds to Hughes in the left corner. Now Baker, top of the key. Now it's Sims, who just torched the Trojans in the first half with 17. Baker, guarded by Mendoza. Hughes, left elbow, guarded by Godby. Left elbow. And they're going to call a foul on Baker, number 22, an offensive foul. So that will be a turnover, first in the quarter, sixth of the ball game. Miller will go right side to Melton. Now Miller again, three's in the air, got it. Mason Miller comes out of that halftime locker room red hot. He's got 6 quick points, and the lead is down to 10, 26-16. Here's Sims on a take with that left hand, challenged by Godby, and it will be Godby picking up that foul. That is his second and the team's second here in the third quarter. And going back to the line where he was 2 for 2 in the first quarter is Cooper Sims. 75% from the charity stripe, going for points 18 and 19. He's got 18. Going for number 19 here. 6:21 to play here in this third quarter. Back to an 11-point lead for the Arabians. Sims will try to make it a 12-point lead, and he does. Got a good form from the line, does Cooper Sims, and it's a 12-point ball game for the Arabians. Newcastle will try to cut back into that lead again. Miller with the pumpkin. Mendoza, high left elbow area. Now Miller's open briefly, won't take. And Godby, they did a good closeout on Miller, did Baker. Baker's also got that size on Mason. They listed him at 6'3". Of course, Mason is right around 6 foot. Here's Bennett. Won't take. Tried to go back to Melton, but it gets deflected. Bennett gets it back, though. Melton will be off the mark. Air ball. The rebound is the Arabians. Here's Gray. Pull up three. No good. And Melton will let that go out of bounds. So it will be Trojans basketball. 5:32 left in this third quarter. Tuesday night basketball here in Pilton, Indiana. Trojans will be back in action Friday night to take on a very good Shenandoah team. And that game will be played in the field house. Mendoza one-on-one move. He will throw it away for the third time tonight. First turnover in the quarter. And Lucas Eaton will check in for Luke Mendoza. Coach Luce is happy with what this team has accomplished over the last several weeks. They've won now 3 games in a row, and he always talks about this team's great attitude. There were Cooper down low in the paint area, and he will turn around and score. They got great attitude as they work hard every day in practice. They are really good student athletes, no problems at all in the school or classrooms, and all coaches dream about having athletes like that. So here's Miller, will throw it away. Back-to-back turnovers on Newcastle. Sims on the right block will score. He's got 6 points, at least 6 points in every quarter. He had 11 in the second, 6 in the opening quarter. He's got 6 here in the third. He now has 2, 4, 6. Oh, Newcastle turns it over again. And here is Hughes down low and will score. 3 straight turnover on the Trojans will open up that lead longer for the 34-16. We'll keep this timeout here. And It is a full timeout. We'll still keep this here. Give me a chance to add some more stats down. By the way, Cooper Sims, number 13, the 6-foot senior for the Arabians. 6 points in the opening quarter, 11 in the second quarter, 6 here in the third. So he's now with 23 points. He averages 21, and we still have half of this third quarter and fourth quarter to play. Right now, it's 34-16. The 18-point lead is the largest by the Arabians in the ball game. So Miller comes out in the third quarter, hits a couple threes, gets the lead down to 10, and the Arabians push it back up to an 18-point lead, the largest. Jarrett Rhodes, first-year head coach for this Arabians basketball team. I was told he came in out of Pennsylvania. His wife, I believe, was employed at Ball State University, and that was his tie into Indiana. So he's now the new coach of Milton Heights High School. Lucas Eaton with the Pumpkin. Newcastle down 18. 4 minutes exactly remaining in the third quarter. Left wing at Sturgis. Now Eaton. Wow, they call a travel on Ryan Sturgis. He got those feet crossed up. I didn't quite see that. But that is the fourth turnover in the quarter on Newcastle, eighth of the ball game. Gray with the Pumpkin for the Arabians. Inside to Sims, who's just killing us. 8 points in the quarter, 25 in the ball game, 25 of their 36 for Cooper Sims. 20-point lead for the Arabians. And there's Sturgis on a nice take. Little hesitation in the air. Sturgis gets his first two. Sims will knock down a jumper to give the Arabians their 39 point. 39-18, a 21-point lead is now their largest. Oh, look at Sturgis on a good take. A little too strong, though. He will miss. Rebound Arabians. They're off to the races. Baker will walk. Yes, he drug that pivot good. Second in the quarter, seventh in the ball game. Mason Miller has checked back in for Newcastle. Braylon Bennett will check out. $2:35 to play before we start the fourth quarter. Matt Luce knew that this was going to be a very tough challenge on the road at Milton Heights High School. They're 14-4. They've got shooting. They've got size. They've got depth. They've got quickness. They are a very good defensive team, as you're witnessing tonight. And they communicate extremely well, the defensive end. Here's Melton with the rock. Eaton now's got it as we approach the 2-minute mark of the third quarter. Sturgis will have the ball knocked out of his hands. It will stay Trojans basketball. Couple subs for the Arabians. Number 34, Clark Emily, and number 31, Bennett Long will check in, and Hughes and Gray will check out for the Arabians. Sturgis to inbounds to Miller. Miller operating off that right block. Pump fake shot up. Will go. Spin out on him. Oh, why didn't that drop for Mason? But he did draw the foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. That foul is on number 31, Bennett Long. That is his first, the team second. And the 84% free throw shooter, Eminem, back to the line for the second time tonight. First one is up and good. He's got 7 points in the quarter. Going for point number 8. give Newcastle their 20th point, and he does. 39-20. All Arabians on their home court. Emily to Fox, guarded by Melton. Fox will go to the right side and be pushed by Melton. Melton and Fox getting a little chippy out there. That is Melton's second foul, the team's third. High into Emily. His left-handed shot off the glass is good. That's his first field goal of the ball game. Back to a 21-point lead for the Arabians, 41-20. Sturgis with the pumpkin. Goes right corner to Godby. Godby on a take from the right baseline. Pump fake shot up too strong, and Fox has got the rebound. Quickly down court, that's Baker to Sims. Got away with the walk, in my opinion. Dribbles off his foot. That is a turnover, third in the quarter, eighth of the ball game. Yeah, it looked like to me that Sims drugged that pivot foot there, but got away with it, only to turn it over later. We've got 60 seconds left in this third quarter. Lucas Eaton will take a three ball, and it's way off the mark. Here is Emily in the paint. He dribbles off his foot, and back-to-back turnovers for the Arabians. Fourth in the quarter, ninth of the ball game. Baker and Fox have checked out for the Arabians. Gray and Long have checked back in. 45 seconds left in the quarter. Trojans may ice this down and go for one. They spread the court, a la four corner styles. Miller to Godby, and Godby couldn't control it. That's going to be a turnover. Fifth in the quarter, ninth of the ball game. Each team with 9 turnovers in the ball game. And the Arabians will ice this down and go for one with a 21-point lead. And we approach 20 seconds. Sims keeps his dribble alive. Guarded by Miller. Gets a pick from Emily, does Sims. Off the glass, too strong. Emily over the back, over Eaton, goes back, no good. Hughes gets a rebound. And now stolen by Melton. Off to the races. Melton will turn around and shoot. Some contact, no call. Eaton back up, and he'll be fouled at the horn. So Eaton will be going to the line to shoot two as the third quarter will come to an end. So that foul, haven't said yet. Now they're waiting to see if there was some time on the clock. They're talking about it. They're going to put 2 seconds back on the clock. That's a lot of time. More than I thought was going to get put back on the clock. I thought Eaton got that off with about a second left. There we go, .2. I was going to say .2 is on the clock. So Eaton is shooting 56% on the season. His first one is up and good. Eaton will get into the scoring column. That's his first point. He's trying to give Newcastle their 22nd point tonight, and he does. 2 for 2 for Lucas Eaton. Good job there, and that's how the quarter will end. 41-22. The Arabians will take that lead into the fourth quarter. We'll take our end of the quarter break and come back with the all-important fourth and final quarter. Trojans trail 41-22. Back with fourth quarter action right after this.
On the softball field, I learn how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
And we are ready for fourth and final quarter action. Backdoor cut by Hughes that will lead to a direct basket. I got to give that to the Ravens. Just a beautiful executed play out to start the fourth quarter. 43-22. All Arabians on their home court, and almost a steal by Hughes. And I haven't said this a lot tonight, folks, but they are also playing without their 6'3" senior, their leading rebounder, Ashan Singh, who is under a 2-game suspension for some bad conduct during their girls' tournament play. So he'll sit out tonight and also the game against Delta on Thursday. Eaton bounce pass to Godby on the right block. Pump fake, and Godby tries to bounce pass. He'll throw it away. First turnover in the quarter, 10th of the ball game. Sims with the pumpkin. He's got 28 of their 43. Gray will take a three from the left wing area and hit. Here comes Miller with the rock. Mason just has the 8 points so far. Been that tough of a night here in Pendleton, Indiana. Oh, a nice cut by Sturgis. He will bounce it to Godby, sets up Lucas Eaton. Miller with a long one, short, and another rebound for the Arabians. Here's Sims with the rock. 6:20 to play in the ball game. They're up 24. I think they had a 25 or 26 lead at one point, maybe 20. I know definitely 24 so far is their largest. Being patient here on this offensive set. Under the 6-minute mark we go. Sims once again into the paint, guarded by Miller, and I think Mason will get his third foul with the little arm bar there, little shove. A host of subs coming in, 2 for the Arabians, 3 for our Trojans, which will include Kipton Boatwright in there. I think he's wearing number 11 tonight. For the first time, Boatwright gets some action. Long with a strong take. He misses, but cleaning it up is huge. That 6'6" frame gets his second field goal in the quarter, 6 points of the ball game. 48-22. Bennett's three from the left wing. It's good. That is his third trifecta of the game. 1 in the first, second, and fourth quarter. 17 point. No, I'm sorry. What am I thinking? 23-point lead for the Arabians, and they turn it over. That's their 11th turnover. 3 subs coming in for the Arabians. Miller pull up two, no good. Sturgis almost had there. He does get it. Gives it to Mendoza with the English, and Luke will score. Nice hustle play by Ryan Sturgis. I love to see the Trojans still being active and hustling out there, diving for loose balls. Matt Luce loved that as well. You know, this game might not be the night for the Trojans. They're still out there working hard. Here's a three by number 3. Isaac Weaver hits his first 3 of the year. He was 0 for 3 coming into the night. 51-27, back to a 24-point lead for the Arabians. 4:30 to play in the ball game. Here's Boatwright in the right corner area. Back out to Bennett. Bennett will take a three, and it's good. Gosh, this guy can shoot. When he gets going, he is so fun to watch. 51-30. Also, number Wyatt Elijah out there for the Arabians. Here's Hughes. Now it is Weaver again. He will miss. Rebound Mendoza. Miller's going down the right side, gets cut off, kicks it out to Sturgis. Bennett on the left wing will take another three off the mark, and Sturgis hustling will throw it back in, but there's an Arabian there. Here's Long down low to Wyatt Elijah, and he will score two. Timeout on the court with the Arabians just to get some. I thought it was just to get the players in, but 53-30. We'll keep this timeout here and talk about the good people at Broad Street Motors. Folks, if your car is sounding a little rough, just not running right, go to the reliable and trusted Fix-It Pros at Broad Street Motors. They're located at 1556 Broad Street in beautiful Newcastle, Indiana. Tune-ups, brakes, oil changes, computer diagnostic testing, shocks, struts, AC and heat repair. All that and more can be done at Broad Street Motors. Broad Street Motors in Newcastle, where performance meets peace of mind. 53-30. The Trojans in their final Hoosier Heritage Conference game, not only of this year, but forever, because the Trojans will be out of the Hoosier Heritage Conference next year. So this is it, the final game in Hoosier Heritage Conference play. Bennett's three looks good. Oh, down deep and comes out. Rebound the Arabians. Nice looking shot by Braylon. It was on line all the way. I could see it from my angle. Number 14, Jace Washington in. He will take a three, no good. And Miller's got that rebound for Newcastle. 2:45 left in the ball game. Miller on a take from the left side. Beautiful move, but he cannot convert. There's a hustling Luke Mendoza crashing the offensive glass, and he'll get fouled. That's going to be the second team foul on the Arabians, and Melton now will come back in for Newcastle, and Mason Miller will check out with 2:39 left in the ball game. His services may be done for the night. Sturgis, left corner. Mendoza, left wing. Top of the key, Melton. Left wing, Sturgis. Sturgis gets bumped by number 24, Ryder Gardner, loses the ball. Turnover 11th for the Trojans. Here is Ryder with the Euro step, no good. Rebound, Newcastle. They list 24 Ryder Gardner as a 6'4" sophomore. He looks like he's about 6'5", 6'6" easily. Bennett will lay it in from the left side. He's got 8 points in the quarter. 53-32. Arabians with the lead and 1:45 left in the ball game. And I'm going to officially call it. The Newcastle Trojans will lose their 10th game of the year, and the Arabians will win their 15th game of the year. And Gardner will get inside and score their 55th point. 1:25 left in the ball game. Bennett, another three off the mark, and he gets his own rebound. Will go in from the left side, and he's blocked from behind. It's going to stay Newcastle basketball, though. We've got a piece of a strap or something that came off one of the Arabians. They get it over to the sideline. Into Mendoza, in the paint, out to Sturgis, right corner. 70 seconds left in the game. Mendoza with the quick left-handed touch shot will score. That is Mendoza's second field goal in the quarter, his 6th point of the ball game. And the Arabians will throw that away. .55 seconds left. And Newcastle will miss Boatwright hustling for the rebound. It's a tie-up situation. Alternate arrow will keep it with the Trojans. With a minute 30 left in the ball game in West Lafayette, number 1 Michigan 83, Purdue 74. A minute 30 left. Boilermakers have got to get hot quick and get some stops, or they're going to be losing to the number 1 team in college basketball, the Wolverines of Michigan. IU and Purdue's got a big one coming up this weekend. There's going to be a foul on Young of the Arabians. Braxton Young. Into Sturgis in the paint. From the left side will spin out on him. Been that type of a night for our Trojans. Been that type of a night. And with 20 seconds left, this just might be the final score. 55-34. So the Arabians again will improve to 15-4. Our Newcastle Trojans will drop one game below 500 to 9-10. We will take our end of the game timeout, gather up some final stats here from Pendleton, Indiana. Come back with our post-game show. It's the Arabians 55, Newcastle 34. The Arabians' next game will be this Thursday as they will host Delta. The next game for our Newcastle Trojans will be this Friday as they will host Shenandoah. We'll take our end of the game timeout, back with our post-game show after these commercial messages.
Humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
My name is Bobby. I'm a veteran and lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives.
I'm a veteran. My victory was going from homeless to home.
At DAV, We're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran, and my victory was finishing my education.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support for victories great and small.
My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
My victory was getting my service dog a new best friend.
We help more than 1 million veterans every year as they face and conquer their challenges.
My victory is being able to be there for my family.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
A tree can be a warrior, battling global challenges with greater courage. A tree can be a solution, cleaning our air, supporting our communities, and protecting our wildlife. A tree can be noble, growing hope in every corner of the world. That's why now is the time for trees. Millions of trees. Join our planting movement at arborday.org.
Get on board. The water is open. It's time to go boating and fishing and leave stress in our wake. Feel the wind as we ride and a fish on the line. Reel in our first catch and feel the sun at our backs. It's get out on the water season. It's time to get on board. Find out where to get on board near you. Visit Take Me Fishing and Discover Boating to learn more. And please recreate responsibly. Get on board.
Since the moment you were born, I've made 1,000 wishes. Wishes for your future. In a world that's changing fast. For all of the things you may one day do. Do play and laugh. Do win and lose. Do learn from your mistakes. And challenge yourself to grow. Do not be afraid. Or make decisions based in fear. Do it all with confidence and with kindness and strength. Do call your mom and ask her for advice. And always do your best to remember that no matter what you do in this life,
Thank you.
what matters to me is that you keep doing. I love you always, Mom. Inspire kids to do at 4h.org.
And we are back for our post-game show here in Pendleton, Indiana, where the Newcastle Trojans have played their final game in Hoosier Heritage Conference play because they will no longer be a part of the Hoosier Heritage Conference next year, and they will lose their final Hoosier Heritage Conference game to a very good Arabians team, 55 to 34. And with 30 seconds left in West Lafayette, the Purdue Boilermakers will be dropping to number one Michigan. It's 89 to 78. That 9-point lead by Michigan with 30 seconds left is going to be pretty much very, very hard to overcome. So my good buddy, Mr. Ryan James, has tapped me to say, spin around so the good people at home can see you. So Lorenzo Pettiford here in Pilton Heights Gymnasium. Tuesday night basketball. Glad that you were able to join us this Tuesday night via the YouTube stream. Just go to YouTube and type in the NC Trojans Report, which you have done. Share that information with your family, friends, and Trojans fans all around the world. They can watch and listen all around the world on our YouTube stream. So again, some final game stats. First of all, for the victorious 15-4 Arabians of Pendleton Heights, Cooper Sims leads all scorers. He had 17 at the half. He'll finish with 28 for the ball game. Emily Clark added 2. Brant Gray had 7. Hayden Fox had 5. James Hughes had 6. Isaac Weaver off the bench hit a trifecta, his first one of the year. He's got 3. Wyatt Elijah had a field goal. And Ryder Gardner also had a field goal. That is their 55 points. They only went to the line twice tonight. Both of those trips were by Cooper Sims. He knocked both free throws down in the first quarter and in the third quarter. And that was it from the free throw line for the Arabians. The Arabians had 27 rebounds, pretty much at their average, and 11 turnovers, also pretty much at their average. They averaged 12 of those a game. Our Newcastle Trojans were led in scoring tonight by the 6-foot junior Braylon Bennett, who really found his stroke tonight, going 4 out of 7 beyond the arc. He also had a regular 2-point field goal, so he'll finish with 16 points to lead Newcastle in scoring. I think for the first time all year, Mason Miller does not get into double digits. He has 8 points. Ryan Sturgis had a field goal. He had 2. Knocking down 2 free throws was Lucas Eaton, also with 2. And Luke Mendoza had a field goal in the opening quarter and 2 in the fourth quarter. He'll finish with 6. Newcastle also had 11 turnovers and only 15 rebounds tonight for our Trojans. So the Arabians almost doubled us up from the rebounding stat, 27 to 15. We'll see if head coach Matt Luce or varsity assistant Jason Williams will join us in our post-game show. And while we're waiting for them to come out, again, we'll look at some college basketball scores. Wow, that 3 seconds has went off the clock in West Lafayette since I last checked. The Boilermakers trailing 89 to 78 to number 1 Michigan. Number 22, Miami of Ohio, with a 3-point lead, 5 minutes and 53 seconds to go in that game, 71-68. Miami of Ohio over UMass. Number 16, the University of North Carolina, taking on interstate rivalry, North Carolina State at North Carolina State. And North Carolina State is in the driver's seat with 7 minutes to play in the second half, 65 to 45. I don't think a lot of people saw that type of a score coming out of that ball game tonight. Number 12, Florida, no problem so far against South Carolina, 69 to 49, 6 minutes to play in the second half. Number 21, Louisville, has caught up with SMU. It's just a 2-point ball game, 6 minutes to play there, 78-76, SMU with the 2-point lead. Number 18, St. Louis, trailing Rhode Island with 7 minutes to play in the second half, 65 to 58. And just getting underway is number 15, Michigan State at home against UCLA, 12 to 9. Tipping off in a matter of moments here will be number 24, Wisconsin at Ohio State. 9 o'clock tonight, Nebraska is number 9 in the nation. They made the trip to Iowa to take on the Hawkeyes. 11 o'clock tonight, number 13, Texas Tech, make the trip out west to take on the Arizona State team. Big games tomorrow in college basketball. Number 20, Arkansas. Number 25, Bama will do battle at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Number 5, UConn will host Creighton 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Number 4, Arizona will take on number 23, BYU, 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Also at 9 will be the next 4 games. Number 8, Kansas at Oklahoma State. Number 19, Vanderbilt at Missouri. And number 14, Virginia will make the trip to Georgia Tech. And number 17, St. John's will travel to Marquette. Late tomorrow night, number 10, Illinois will be at the University of Southern California, 10 o'clock tip, and an 11 o'clock tip for number 11, Gonzaga at San Francisco. Again, the Boilermakers will host the Indiana Hoosiers this Friday, 8 o'clock tip. And the Boilermakers will try to regain their composure after losing to number 1, Michigan. There's only 16 seconds left in that ball game. 91 to 80, Michigan with the comfortable 11-point lead. Can't wait for that game Friday, though, as the Indiana Hoosiers will make the trip to West Lafayette. You can always throw out the records and rankings when those two teams hook up, and it should be a good game. Purdue, though, number 7 in the nation, may not fall too much with losing to the number 1 team. You can't fault them for that. So I look for Purdue to still stay in the top 10. Unless they lose to IU, then they will definitely be dropping out of the top 10. I believe that head coach Matt Luce and varsity assistant Jason Williams will not be making it out, so we'll wrap it up again. Newcastle Trojans lose 55-34. The Trojans will be back in action this Friday night to take on Shenandoah. So until then, Trojan basketball fans, enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you at the Fieldhouse this Friday night for more exciting Trojans basketball as they'll take on Shenandoah. We'll see you Friday night from the Fieldhouse.